I had asked a question to my Finance Commission colleagues. I'm Mary Ann Miller, and I have Jenny Wimmeris and Ralph Steger sitting here with me. And the questions were, there were two. One, a word or phrase or an example that comes to your mind when you hear the word stewardship. And then for us to reflect just a little bit on how we think stewardship is connected to what we do on the Finance Commission. So the words that come into my head immediately are words I remember from when I was a kid going to church with my parents. During stewardship season, we would hear time, talent, treasure. That's the first thing that pops into my head.
Yep.
Well, I was thinking of stewardship more as an activity that you do. So in terms of the Finance Committee, the first thing that came to my mind was care, to taking care of people's time, talent, and resources. But also there's a special dimension to care, I think, in this context, which is respect for the organization and the people, so that it's not, so that part of stewardship for us as guardians or stewards of the resources is to respect the organization's priorities and not far over and above our own.
Yeah, all true. Thanks for that, Jenny. Ralph?
I often think of it as care, and taking care of not just the church building, but the people who work in the building, who make their livelihood here, and also being careful with the money that people have carefully decided what they want to give us for the maintenance of the building, for the worship services, and for the outreach. And being part of the finance group gives us a little more responsibility that we do take care of all of these things so that they are used well.
Exactly. One of our Finance Commission members is John Culp, and we're videoing this right after church, and John is many times being a good steward of resources by counting what came in from the offering plates immediately following the service. And George Sproul, who is also on the commission, couldn't be here today, but did share with me his words and a phrase. The word that popped into his mind first was maintenance. Ralph mentioned maintenance, and George confesses that's probably related to his service on the property commission. But he also mentioned having the best people, the best personnel, the best staff. And it is important to have and to be able to pay folks who are providing important services for our parish. Sarah Grove Humphreys, we see what an asset she is every week. We've been very lucky to find Caitlin Long to follow Lucy in the church office, administering our affairs there. And hopefully, say it with me now, a rector, we will welcome Father Jonathan soon. So those are all important people that we need to care for along the way. Taking care is something that comes to my mind too, and I also think, and Ralph was getting there too, with getting him this way too, I also think of making proper use of, which is important, and there's another T word that rhymes with time, talent, treasure, and that's trust, because people have to trust that we are going to use the resources that they offer in a way that helps the parish do the work that Jesus has called us to do. Last thoughts from anybody?
Oh, I just had this strange thought that I never thought, it came as a complete surprise to me that part of my ministry here is going to be finance. Who would have thought?
Well, when I joined vestry, trust me, I had no idea that I would end up as the vestry liaison on finance. But then, kaboom! There I landed, And it's still important work. Somebody's got to do it. And it might as well be us, darn it. And I can certainly say that we take it seriously.
Yeah, I'm not unhappy about it, just surprised.
Who knew, right?
Who knew?
Yeah. So thanks, Emmanuel, and please think about that pledge form and complete it and get it back to us as soon as you're able. Thank you so much.